Welcome to a new video, everybody. Today we're going to be installing an LED kit in the engine bay of the Stinger. Let's go ahead and take a look at it and see what all we'll need to do to get it installed. Alrighty, so this is a pretty interesting little LED kit. It's got 4 sets of the LED strips, all leading back to a control box with an equal amount of wire. However, depending on your engine bay and how it's set up, you can disconnect these wires here and here where these little connectors are and add them on to another strip. So just in case you may not need to use these 2 here in the middle, you can disconnect them up here at the top and connect them to these bottom ones and make a big loop maybe around your whole engine bay. Like I said, it just kind of depends on what your setup looks like. And of course they include a nice little remote to go through the colors and patterns and whatnot. It's got a battery included, and I went ahead and crimped some terminals on there, some loop terminals. We're just going to be sticking some bolts through there to use for the power and ground. So yeah, let's go ahead and get in the engine bay and see how this is going to get set up. I went ahead and already removed the vanity cover and the fuse box cover from this side because this is where we're going to be working. You can see the vanity cover still on that side if you were wondering what I was talking about. But yeah, so basically what I think we're going to do is we're going to take our power cable and connect it right there under that nut, and then the ground is going to go under that bolt right there. We're going to put it on top of this little bracket for the vanity cover, but under the bolt. So let's go ahead and connect those real quick and make sure that the LED kit works before we install it all the way. Now that I've got them connected, I can go ahead and show you. I've got the red going there under that nut and the black ground there going under that bolt. So we can go ahead and grab our remote here. We'll point it at the little receiver and make sure that they turn on. We can go ahead and go through some different modes. It's got different flashing, all kind of stuff. You can, speed up, speed down. You can go to solid colors. It's got breathing effects, all kinds of different stuff. So let's go ahead and figure out how we're going to wire this thing. I think what we're going to end up doing is kind of what I was talking about earlier with disconnecting some of these and using the outermost LEDs to kind of go around the engine bay. So let's go ahead and get that set up now. so a few quick things I learned in the install. Go ahead and grab yourself some nice sticky tape to help with the cable management. I think I've got it pretty good to where you can't even tell that these lights are in here unless they are turned on. The shrink tubing, you probably saw me putting some of those on the ends where there was just a empty connector with no light connected to the other side. I went ahead and did that and then closed them up and kind of melted it just a little bit so I could get a seal on it so we don't get any, water, moisture, gunk, whatever up in those connectors and possibly ruin the lights. So let's go ahead and turn this bright light over here off and see what they look like in the engine bay. Alrighty, that looks pretty good. I've got to say, this little LED kit can really pump out some light, and I've actually only got 6 of them in there. I was going to do the other 2 back there behind the engine, but the cable management didn't really work out, so I think 6 is good enough. Plus, all the goodies are up here anyway. And it's just that simple to add an LED kit to your engine bay. If you guys have any questions about the kit or about the install, let me know in the comments. I'll be leaving a link in the description below for this kit if you want to buy one for your car. Thank you guys so much for stopping by and checking out the video, and I hope to see you in my next one.